Yeah, for sure.
And map control looking pretty good for the most part. Obviously, the Tech Marine is kind of being annoying here. He's all by himself, just kind of capping the backside of your map there. You can see your scouts kind of having to retreat away from the center, but the Assault Space Marines charging in. I like the fact that you're focusing down his snipers very intently there.
Yeah, because if you can get a kill out, I mean, especially it's the reinforcement scouts, you know, I need to inflict like one model damage. I can't do that against these ASMs or TSMs.
Gotcha. And so your snipers are setting up, and you're both you both have almost exactly the same tier 2 build at this point. What is your tier 2 plan really? What are you thinking in terms of what you expect your opponent to do, and how are you planning to get around that?
Well, I think he's getting a Razorback at this moment because he wants to stay in the field there and force me to get a dedicated anti-vehicle, you know, a hard AV. And to counter his Razorback, I want a Librarian, so I could buy like Veils of Time and combo with the Force Commander's Pim Fist, you know.
The Power Fist.
Yeah, Power Fist. I just call it the Pim Fist.
No, that makes sense to me.
And the ASMs with the Melta, so that they can chase it very rapidly and catch it up.
That's pretty good. And yeah, I like that. I like that solution a lot better. I think most players would think, oh, okay, I should get a last cannon squad and just go for the Devastators with the last cannon. But I like your solution of just kind of comboing with your units a little bit better to take care of that. Already, I can see that your Force Commander here able to tank mostly that entire army pretty well. Now getting backed up right now by your Assault Marines charging in, trying once again to inflict model losses, it looks like.
Yeah. And I think they will get at least one model loss, I don't know.
Oh, let's see here, hacking away. Oh, those Tactical Marines getting really close there. Oh, it looks like, yeah, he just, Heroic luckily just went ahead and upgraded his own assault squad there. So doing a little bit of extra damage there in the end. But still, I mean, honestly, at this phase of the game, anybody's game. But now we can see that that Razorback is indeed out on the field right now for Heroic luckily. And you also have your Librarian out there. So I got to keep an eye out there and see what that's going on there. I didn't see, though, if he loaded anybody up, but it looks like he's just going to be chasing down your scouts for the time being. Certainly an effective use. Yeah, he's got his own snipers in there.
Yeah, no chance for me to counter that, so I gotta retreat for that.
So for the most part, you're just planning on, at some point in the future, trying to hunt that thing down with Assault Marines and combination of Force Commander and whatnot?
Yeah, just cat and mouse, you know, try to grab it and hopefully slow it down and punish it and destroying it.
Yeah, have you had any luck, by the way, since they changed the Flesh over Steel mana cost to work with Teleport better? Have you had any luck using that since they changed it?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to use it. I'm just gonna punch my way through it.
Just waddle your way up there. Hope that the Melta Bomb goes off.
Yeah,
sounds fair enough.
I'm not gonna use Flesh over Steel unless it's like Melta and hard AV, you know, last cannon.
Gotcha.
And making it stop. So.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen anybody I mean, I'm sure people have. I just haven't seen anybody successfully pull off the teleport and Flesh over Steel thing here. So your map control looking pretty good right now. I can see, however, his Tech Marine is just continuing to be annoying, but your Librarian down south is going to be dealing with that. And, ooh, it looks like his Razorback is quite a bit overextended at this point. Kind of way deep in your territory. Nice job using the Assault Marines there. It looks like you're kind of cutting them off and cornering them.
Yeah, but I didn't have enough energy for Melta, so it was kind of a waste.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's definitely just kind of harassing you around right now. I'm not sure that his Razorback is really doing anything too annoying, but, you know, he's just kind of distracting.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying, actually. If you notice his presence, he can reinforce and take units out, and I don't like that, really.
Gotcha. And it looks like here you finally caught up to him, and boom, there goes the Melta Bomb, and you're getting in there as well. Oh, and you got the Power Fist going. Oh my God, that was a lot of damage. That really works very effectively, the Power Fist plus Melta Bomb.
Yeah, it works.
That was brutal. That was like instant kill there. Okay, well then, so much for a Razorback. Okay, so first loss goes to Heroic Lockby. And somewhere in the middle of that, by the way, you lost a Scout Squad as well. I noticed. I totally didn't see where that happened, though. I think I was too busy watching the Razorbacks.
Yeah, I think the Razorback killed him on retreat when he went to the right side of him.
Gotcha, okay. I saw that the first time I watched this replay, and I just was watching the Razorback this time, I think, because I missed the Razorback last time. So now we can see, looks like the Force Commander here getting nice and tanky, trying to get some good punches off on some of these scouts. Looks like he's going to run out of mana though, but got a nice kill off on the scout squad there, the sniper squad. So that's pretty good.
Yep.
Okay, so you are at the stage with the assault squad and with the librarian now. Now, how are you planning on transitioning this into a win? I mean, like, where does it go from there late game? And by the way, here's just a quick. I know I just asked a question, but your librarian here, you had the Veil of Time ability. You now swapped up to the Psychic Hood to get that gate ability there. What was the logic there?
Well, if I wanted the rapid deployment, you know, I could have called in my Force Commander from his base and put him straight up on a field or just from the top and all that stuff.
Oh, okay, just to kind of bounce around your hero a little bit more?
Yeah, my Force Commander is always being focused and he's mostly retreating and healing in his base. And that way I could call him in pretty fast in his...
Oh, okay. That makes sense there a little bit. Let me take a look around at power and supply here. I noticed that Heroic Locky, however, is well on his way to tier 3, which could be a problem.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, really.
Yeah, it was pretty fast there. He just kind of ended up losing that Razorback and then instantly jumping up to tier 3. Let me take a look around and see what's going on here. Again, more towards the south, just constant fighting throughout this entire game, holding on to that southern victory point there, being really annoying. However, it looks like you almost had a 3-cap there, but that pesky Tech Marine over on the right took care of that.
Yeah, he's a pretty tank right now, seeing as he's got Artificer Armor and the Retractor Field.
Yeah, both your heroes are pretty reasonably durable. For the most part, it looks like you guys are kind of avoiding a lot of, like, I just see scattered units kind of all throughout the middle here. Mostly, it looks like you're playing for a more macro-oriented map control kind of game, sometimes.
Yeah, something like that.
So let's take a look around now. Tier 2, jumping into the Dreadnought. Now that's an interesting choice right there, especially considering that it looks pretty good out on the battlefield. I mean, honestly, the only anti-vehicle stuff we see for him is the potential for the Assault Squad to have the Melt-A-Bombs. Was that pretty much your logic there, just to kind of destroy a bunch of scouts and things like that?
Well, when I destroyed his Razorback, I thought he wouldn't make another Razorback or get a vehicle or something because of my Force Commander and ASMs. Hence I got Dreadnought, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. So he is opting for a Predator, which I thought was a very curious choice on his part. Honestly, because he didn't really seem to need a Predator right there. I was kind of curious why he even bought it in the first place. Obviously, Predators are great. However, you clearly had no problem dealing with his Razorback earlier, and you didn't have anything that really needed a Predator.
A Razorback is not really a Predator, you know. I mean, the Predator inflicts a lot of damage towards my units and all that stuff. So, at this situation, I wasn't really prepared for it. So even a Dreadnought and ASM Librarian and all that stuff, you can't really counter it with the proper support from the units and all that stuff.
Yeah, especially he's got a lot of scout repairs and he's got Tech Marine, so you can always do Blessing of the Omnissiah and whatnot. So now we get to see a very fast Predator on the field right now, and this is kind of interesting. This is going to require some sort of adjustment. As you pointed out, your looks like your Dreadnought is already upgraded with the Assault Cannon, so he's not going to be nearly as much use there.
Yeah, if I seen that he went for a Predator, I would have upgraded with a Melta, but I was kind of late, so... Not to mention the Assault Barrage is always cool.
Yeah, I love the way that Assault Cannon effect looks. Oh my god. He's like gunning down all of the sniper scouts there. But unfortunately and now someone corrected me on this before, Predators have an, what do they have? They don't have a battle cannon. They have an auto cannon, is that true? I forget.
Yeah, auto cannon.
And so your Dreadnought right now is kind of taking it right in the face. Your Assault Marines, however, jumping behind them. Perhaps, it looks like you don't have enough mana necessarily here for a Melt-A-Bomb. And already we can see that auto repair ability being used on his Predator.
Yeah. I couldn't really try. I was like 2 energy away from it, so that was kind of a waste for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's just so impossible to ever get like a flesh over steel hit off. It seems like it's like you can never actually get that Force Commander up there. And I could see your Iron Halo just kind of drained all the mana out there. Looking pretty good, by the way. Good reflexes. You instantly got a Devastator Marine Squad out there. However, unfortunately, he does have scouts, snipers out there as well, which it looks like have already been kind of taking some shots at you.
Yeah. He almost went down, but I wanted to get him with the ASM squad. Then a second thought, I would be base rate kind of since it's in the range of the turrets and everything.
Gotcha. You can see here that his assault squad right now putting a lot of pressure on your Devastators. Your Devastator's not having a lot of luck. Oh boy, but your Dreadnought though having a ton of luck. That was a great assault cannon shot there, and your own Assault Marines here just kind of holding on. So stuff is looking. I mean, honestly, you're holding on quite well at this part of the map. There goes the Melt-A-Bomb right now on top of the Predator. Predator is, however, being quite repaired. Unfortunately, though, the top victory points are all kind of going to these kind of sneaky scouts who are just kind of up here with the Tech Marine capping all of the victory points up there.
Yeah, I couldn't really prevent that, seeing as there was a lot of battles at the bottom VP, so I kind of gave up on top at this moment.
So the Librarian right now, you're using him in combination with the Last Cannon squad. I love that. Last Cannon takes off, but oh, unfortunately the sniper is just taking out the guy who was taking the shot there. That really could have just kind of went in there and destroyed that Predator, but he was totally ready for it, unfortunately.
Yep.
But I love the combination. I always get frustrated when I see people with heavy plasma teams and Librarians, and they don't combo that well enough to take advantage of the reduced or the removed setup time on heavy weapons teams. I do love seeing that though. So now you are on your way to Tier 3. What's your game plan at this phase? So you have an uncountered Predator on the field right now, or at least a Predator that you're having some trouble dealing with. Obviously you have the Devastators out on the field, so you definitely can counter it. But what
yeah, I can counter it. I got a Dreadnought and a Devastator squad and a Librarian. I just opted for a Terminator squad right now. So.
Nice.
I mean, the Dreadnought, yeah, there we go again with the barrage.
I just love the way that looks.
I'm
easily amused.
Oh, excuse me.
Yep, sorry, continue.
Oh no, you continue.
Oh, I was just saying that I'm easily amused. Whenever I see cool graphics, I sit there and look at them.
Yeah, you and me both. Anyway, here we go again with the Force Commander.
Bam! Getting a nice rear armor hit off there. Unfortunately, taking quite a bit of damage from all of the scouts and the tactical marines, kind of focusing down a bit. His TACs also have plasma rifles now too.
Yeah, I'll counter my units pretty well. So.
Oh,
but as you can see, the
Commander.
Predator deals a lot of damage, you know. If you can kite it well, it's nearly unbeatable.
Yeah, with the twin Last Cannon upgrade and good kiting and lots of repairs, you can see getting repaired right now by the Tech Marine. That's pretty brutal. Again, I do like seeing your Devastator Marine squad. It looks like you've got it on paper here. It's just he's doing a pretty good job just kind of countering your micro, it looks like.
Yeah, the pathing was kind of messed up with the Dreadnought. But
Dope.
at this moment, I didn't know where his Predator went. I thought he went right or left, but
Gotcha.
at this stage, you saw my Dreadnought in the middle and my Last Cannon team was capping, so it was like, yeah, forget about it. The VPs are far more important for me.
Yeah, so it's 188 right now to 211, and he is up 2-0 in terms of victory points. However, it looks like you're about to recap 2 of those victory points. So again, kind of, it's really a close game here in terms of victory points. That's not a big difference, and it seems like in this game the victory points are just changing hands constantly. I see your Force Commander just charged on in down in the south there to cap that victory point. However, it looks like he's going to go and beat the hell out of some snipers instead. They're just going to retreat even.
Yeah.
And here comes that Predator again from the top. So I think this Predator this time is honing in on your Dreadnought. Obviously, going to do a lot of damage there to the Dreadnought.